don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone.
Let's go. On the return, the Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
Yellow. You ain't doing nothing today. Undercrush.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit.
He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Trey Flowers. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Returnable for Lockett. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10.
180! 190! Check. Left!
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Adam Thielen, 39 yards. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Dancing to his left. Going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
But they certainly didn't waste any time throwing some deep passes here. But the defense, it wasn't unexpected. They told their secondary, be ready. You're going to be tested all night by this team.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He gets it to Brown, complete. That one nearly 30 yards. 29 officially.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. They'll run with Elliott. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game. And he's going to get into the end zone. So the fake spike works, and they score. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Gostkowski with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Off the play fake here, Rivers. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the 1st quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throwing Rivers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Washington. Adam Thielen. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Yards. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Gostkowski the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
In my humble estimation, terrific work there defensively. Running backs trying to get wide, get to the sideline, and they beat him to the spot, forced him out of bounds, pretty close to the line of scrimmage.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in...
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. DeAndre Hopkins, 52 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the lead is now 21-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it first and 10. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
A huge play there for Washington. 44 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. But it'll be second and goal.
And that's what he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal.
54 miles. Hey, watch the slant.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
180.
A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. This will be caught at about the 5. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. Fourth down.
A gain of 4 yards. It's fourth and goal.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
54. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there. Hey, Rocket. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Come on.
Rivers to throw for it on 4th. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Adam Thielen on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Bryant's extra point up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They were trying to go back to Allen there, and now it's 3rd down.
Push him back. Yellow.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. The ex-Iowa Hawkeye Mike Daniels in for the sack.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And pressure gets to him again. Mike Daniels. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This will come right around the 6. And they do get him down. Yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On 2nd and goal, Rivers fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
But give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run.
Okay, well, so much for the halftime report here. Guy can't even finish his Snickers. We're going to get right to the third quarter. Let me spit this out.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. They start the second half with Kamara. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and 1 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
The end result, 21 yards. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage. But
and this is taken in for a there for Phillip Rivers, and the Redskins are going to take the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Robert Woods, 26 yards, and the Jaguars are back within a score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DeAndre Hopkins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Gostkowski with the extra point. And we are all tied at 28. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A big play there out of Kamara. Give him 58 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Throwing, Rivers. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And that is caught. Touchdown. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Redskins are going to take the lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. A first down carry by Elliott. And an alley to run. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Welcome back live to Orlando. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. Here's Elliott. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Mahomes going to throw. Buying time to his left. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Rivers. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A give, this is Kamara. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
They run it again with Kamara, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Now Rivers out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Rivers on the money, complete. It'll be a gain of 4. And it'll be a 2nd down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
180! 180!
Now Rivers. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Odell Beckham, 27 yards. And the Redskins are going to take the lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10. At their own 28-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. A 20th carry here for Elliott. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The intended receiver there, Allen, third down here. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. DeAndre Hopkins, once again, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. Mahomes to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he'll get inside of Washington's 15 before being taken down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. He's back to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw.